Hello, everyone. Let's get started. I'm LW, and this is the 30-minute challenge. Let's work out together. You use your equipment, I'll use my equipment. Doesn't matter what you're doing. We want to do a 30-minute workout, and we want to do it every day. So let's get our timer started so we can track what we're doing. Let's turn the music on, put our headphones on, whatever we need to do to get motivated. Let's get started. So, you know me, I start off with cardio before every workout. I recommend that you do the same. But you can work out with anything. Even if you don't have any equipment at all, you can work out. That's right. Because back in the day, we worked out with no equipment. We never needed any equipment because our human body is the equipment. That's the only thing that's necessary. Just bring your body and we can work out. We can jog in place like I'm doing. I'm using resistance to add more impact to my effort. You can just jog in place. You don't need resistance. We never used resistance before. So do I need it now? No, but it does add more to it. It's like a treadmill, or like an elliptical. You know, it's like adding that little extra piece. That's all you need to do. Just get started. More so than anything, overcome the procrastination, because I know that's what all of you are doing. I know it. I know it's not easy to get started back working out, whether you are an OG or not. But we got to work out. So this isn't just for men, it's for women just as well. Everybody needs to work out, and everybody needs to start dieting properly. That's right. Because that's what this is all about. It's about exercise and diet properly. Dieting is a way of eating. It's eating. And it's following what you should do that's good for you to promote good health. And believe me, we all need to promote good health. We struggle with our health because we don't take care of ourselves. We need to take better care of ourselves so that our health would improve. If we do not take better care of ourselves, our health, our diet will continue to suffer. Our health will continue to worsen. We have to do a better job. And you can do a better job. That's right. Stop procrastinating. Let's start paying attention to what we're doing at all times. So all of those calories that you intake You intake because you like to eat sweets, you like to drink sodas. These things are killing us. Literally. They are loaded with so much sugar. That sugar is doing you no good if you're diabetic or if you have high blood pressure. Trust me. Sugar is not good for you no matter what. And make sure if you use artificial sugar, be very careful with that also. Artificial sugar is worse for you than regular sugar. So don't be fooled. I know a lot of products say diet. Don't be fooled. They're supposed to be less in calories. Often they are higher in calories. So that's my point. So you have to make sure you're paying attention. And of course, minimize or avoid the obvious items that will certainly contribute to much higher calories. Baked goods. On the top of the list, okay, we want to control how much baked goods that we eat. That's right. You want to control, and that's all your pies, your cakes, your cookies. Those are all baked goods, pastries. Okay? Then you also want to control your intake of sugary beverages like sodas, like fruit juices. These are all very, very sugary. So you have to control your intake of items like that. Your snacks like crackers and nuts, potato chips. You have to eat those in moderation. All kinds of chips, Doritos and all that stuff. They're all in the same family. So be careful eating these foods. They will eventually contribute to bad health. We're trying to control our health or improve our health. You can't control your health if you're contributing to bad health. So let's get on the right track so that we are contributing to good health. We're promoting good health and we're sharing it. We're showing what we should look like instead of what we did look like. That's right. But remember, it's not going to go away overnight. Everything takes time, as it took time and years for you to put all those pounds on. So don't think they're going to be gone in a couple of months. And if they are, it's probably unhealthy. Keep in mind, none of this happens without discipline and determination. And certainly, You must be dedicated in order to make it happen. If you do not apply those 3 D's, you're not going to have a chance. You have to be consistent with what you're doing, whether it's eating or exercise. You have to be consistent. There we go. We have to be consistent. If you're not consistent, you're not going to accomplish your goal. So let's be consistent and apply some discipline so that we aren't overeating and that we have control of not eating all of the wrong foods, snacks, and drinks. If we can get control of doing things like that, you have a shot. Otherwise, it's going to be hard. You have to discipline yourself in order to accomplish your goal. You've done it before, maybe not in the same application, but when you went to school, you disciplined yourself if you studied for a test. That's right. So if you studied for a test under the discipline that you can apply discipline in order to create better health. And better health is what this is all about. Exercising and properly dieting. That's right. Now, I can't show you how to eat, but I can tell you what you're doing wrong. Because we all have done a lot of these things wrong. Let's start off with no second plates. That's right. No seconds. And cutting the initial plate size, cutting it back. Don't fill your plate up where it looks like 2 people need to eat from it. That's not doing you any good. It's doing you a lot of harm. Like I've said before, all the weight gain, it contributes to bad health. Number 1 on the list is high blood pressure. It's beginning to talk to you. Your body is letting you know you're doing something wrong. Once you get the high blood pressure, you have to start working on it because next thing you know, you might have diabetes. Because if you're eating the wrong things that contribute to you having high blood pressure, most likely you're also eating the wrong things that's going to contribute to diabetes. Type 2. Type 2 diabetes is what you give to yourself, more or less, or what you say you inherited from your family. In most cases, sort of kind of true. But one thing that happens with you and your family traditionally handing things down is we duplicate what our parents did, our family does. We all do the same thing. We overeat because we never got that under control. So once we start gaining all that weight, it's going to contribute to all different types of illnesses. And that's where we go astray. We confuse what we inherit and our behaviors that we picked up from our parents, our family. We need to separate the two and be responsible more for ourselves. That's how that goes. I know you hate to hear it, but it's true. So we need to be more responsible for ourselves so that we can take control of our health. Instead of blaming it on someone else, start doing something about it. It doesn't take much. You can do it if you put an effort into it. Now I know most of you are afraid of getting that discomfort, going through that little bit of pain. Well, some things you can't avoid, but you can control the amount of pain. And what I mean by you can control it, I don't mean by just not doing anything. I mean, just make sure you're not overdoing your workout. That's what that boils down to. You're supposed to gradually get yourself up to speed, so to speak. Once you get yourself up to speed, then you can work out a little harder. You gradually increase your workout as you feel yourself getting stronger. And as you feel yourself getting stronger, you won't be in the pain that a lot of you think that you're going to experience. Like I said, you can control that. Don't let someone else control it. Don't do any more than what you can do where it puts you into a discomfort mode. Only do what you feel comfortable doing. If you feel uncomfortable, then most likely you're doing too much. So you have to know when you could possibly be doing too much, because you're not going to be able to know the difference until tomorrow, until in the morning, unless you're struggling to do what you're trying to do. If you feel yourself struggling, you know right off the bat you're doing too much, or you're doing something that's too difficult for you to do. If it's too difficult, then lighten the load no matter what it is. That's right. Lighten the load until you're comfortable, till you're used to doing whatever it is. Then increase it, whatever it is. That's how you do it, so that you don't hurt yourself. You don't injure yourself. You don't discourage yourself. Because pain will make you not want to work out. That's right. When you work out, it's like providing maintenance to your body. Because you'll find that you will injure yourself less if you are in shape. That's right. So get yourself in shape so that you can easily go up that flight of stairs, go shopping, play with your kids or your grandkids. That's right. You'd be able to do these things a lot better, even being a caretaker. If you happen to be a caretaker, it'll become easier. That's right. So you want to put yourself in a position so that you're going to improve your health, your strength, your appearance, all of the above, just by working out. The best part about it is you will feel so much better. Some of you are confused when it comes to working out. You think that you're doing some type of bodybuilding. Well, I'm here to tell you, if you don't have it by now, you never will. Working out is good for your muscles. It makes it so that you can maintain what you have, or you can bring back what you once had. We're not in the bodybuilding business. We're in the body health business. That's right. Because if you generate good health, you will get nothing but rewards. Nothing but rewards. And you might even get some compliments. How about that? That's also a reward. Yes. So, don't kid yourself. Don't shortchange yourself. Let's make our body as strong and as healthy as we possibly can. And we can do it by exercise and diet. Make yourself healthy. Once again, stop contributing to bad health. You can do it. Stop all the late night snacks. stop all the eating and hiding. I know a lot of you do that too. Don't be in denial. Be honest with yourself because everyone else can see. Hey, you can join me anytime. Just go to YouTube, type in The Latch Bar. And when you see someone that resembles me, there's going to be a white bar in there. It says subscribe. Just click on it. Doesn't cost anything. You can log on, you can listen to me, you can work out with me. You have a choice of different items or different things that you'd like to do. Hey, if you want to listen to a podcast, if you want to do the 30-minute workout, if you just want to work out, if you want to see demonstrations on using resistance band, it's all on my channel. It's waiting for you. That's right. I'm an OG. I admit it. I'm well into my 70s and I work out daily. That's right. And I try to encourage you to do the same thing. It can only give you benefits. I get all kinds of benefits and I love it. Remember, you're not trying to look like a bodybuilder. You're trying to look like yourself. That's all. Not everyone is built with huge muscles. Most of those guys are out of shape. Trust me. They couldn't compete with most of us. When you see a person that's nice and lean, often that person is in better shape than the muscle-bound individual. That's right. I know that's hard to believe, but it's true. It's very, very, very true. You know, I got enough time, so I'm going to get back down here on the floor, and I'm going to do another set of sit-ups. Yeah, you have to remember, you know, they make special items that you can manage. Food processors, blenders, juicers. Add those to your diet so that you can substitute a meal instead of eating a full-blown meal so that you don't eat 3 meals a day. Cut it back. 3 meals a day is usually too many. But it all depends on how you're eating it. You have to make sure that you're managing what you eat. Because you can eat 10 meals a day as long as they are very, very in portions. That's right. You have to know what you're doing so that you don't overload your digestive system. Once you overload your digestive system looks at the excessive amount of food as fat. And therefore, it starts accumulating on your body. Remember, your body is the world's best natural refining system, but you can overload your refining system by overeating. Let me do a time check here. We're coming towards the end. This is supposed to be a 30-minute workout. I know that I do a lot of talking during the workout, but it's to influence you so that you can get up and get busy, because you've been sitting around too long, and that's part of the problem. That's why we have to take all the medicine that we take, because all the pounds that we have gained is bringing your health down. And we need to address it so that we're not badly impacting our health, because we can do something about it. And if you work at it, you can do it. Remember, your body and your mind is much stronger than what you give it credit for being. So let's get busy. Thank you all. Have a great day.